It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, look at you playing You Don't Know Jack PlayStation all by yourself. Oh, well, I should be honored. I mean, you could be playing with Laura Croft, right? You should probably understand this right from the get-go. Just because I'm taking time out to play with you does not mean we're best friends now, okay?
One.
This category is, if you feed a pig roast beef, will he moo? $1,000 if you get it. Well, I hope you've got a paramedic standing by and some Band-Aids ready because it's the Ouch episode, where we cover everything from life-ending bodily damage to tiny owies on your toes. Which, hey, surprise, brings me to this question. Which little piggy would most likely have an ingrown toenail? The one that went to the market, the one that stayed home, the one that had roast beef, or the one that went wee-wee all the way home? No, that one suffered from incontinence. So you don't lose any sleep over it. Ingrown toenails are pretty much confined to the big toe. You know, the piggy that went to the market. Aw, poor piggy. He must have been going to pick up some ointment. Get it? Ointment? Oh, I'm a pig now.
2.
The category's gonna be, I'd like a 42-pound Twix to fall on top of me. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Oh man, don't you hate it when you get something from a vending machine and the damn thing doesn't come down, so you gotta shake the machine and then it falls on you and kills you? That really bites the hog. Because it would be the heaviest, a vending machine filled with which of the following would squish you the most? 103-ounce packs of Twinkies, 302.1-ounce Snickers bars, 501.7-ounce bags of M&Ms, or 701.1-ounce bags of Doritos? Oh gosh darn it. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? You're gonna get all squishified most by the 850 ounces of M&Ms. But don't worry, M&Ms melt in your mouth, not on your bloody corpse.
3.
I'm calling this one. All the talk of hitting balls, no wonder they scratch. How does $2,000 sound? Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Given which professional baseball player is nicknamed the Big Hurt, who would you most likely expect to see covered with antiseptic and wrapped in a giant Band-Aid? Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., Albert Bell, or Nolan Ryan? Chicago White Sox player Frank Thomas's nickname is the Big Hurt, and a big man needs a big Band-Aid. And a lot of ointment. What is wrong with me? Squee!
4.
This one's called Bikini Too Tight. Can't breathe. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, remember that town of Amity? Had all that shark trouble in those Jaws movies? Well, take a look at this here police report. Amity Police Report. Dead body found on the beach. Corpse surrounded by razors, cherry stones, and little necks. What was the coroner's verdict on this summertime disaster? Sailboat wreck, shaving accident, death by clam, or strangulation by saltwater taffy? Oh yeah, Sherlock? Then what were the cherry stones for? Shaving cream? Does this ring a bell? Razors, little necks, and cherry stones are all different varieties of clam.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
Oh my God. Clams! Run!
Mommy, it's clams on my butt!
Leave her, Margie. We've got to leave her.
No!
Well, what do you know about that? It's a coinkydink. Listen up, this is how we're going to work this one. You're going to see a bunch of different pairs that are somehow related, and you're going to see a series of items that may or may not connect that pair. Slap that buzzer when you think the item correctly joins the two. Every correct answer will get you $1,000. But a word of caution, if you're wrong, you lose $1,000. When this is all over, I'm going to give you one final shot at winning some bonus cash. Keeping an eye on all the correct answers is going to give you a leg up in the bonus round. This coinkydink is known as, ooh, that'll leave a mark. Got it? Good. Let's go. Baby blank ribs and baby got blank. Where do these items intersect? Red Hot Chili Peppers bassist and performs in a tiny circus. finished, and flake easy egg. The blank of music and Puget blank. Tennis score and cubic craft. To ice a cake and poet Robert Blank. Plumber's tool and Medusa's hair. Okay, shifting gears into bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all broken bones? Popular tattoo designs? Objects that'll put your eye out? Vending machine snacks? Things you want to spank? Kinds of bites? Vending machine snacks? Kinds of bites? You got it! You got it! Now chew on this. Excellent work, a perfect score. The only thing that could top that is a big bonus. Looks like you're taking that too, player one. Nice, let's get out of here.
6,
Coming at you, only the chase die young. And this one's going to be worth $3,000. Okay, our civilization, the very fabric of our society, is based upon a few inarguable precepts. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. And if you're near an active volcano, throw in a virgin. Considering it's still active, which volcano could be looking for some virgin action? Mauna Loa, Mount Fuji, Kilimanjaro, or Devil's Tower? Mauna Loa is a smooth and deadly volcano in Hawaii. Just waiting to bust a move on them virgins. Throw in the virgin!
Well, I gotta be honest. I was thrown in Mount St. Helens before, so you're not my first volcano.
Well then, be gentle with me. It's my first time.
7,
Up next, does Scarborough Fair have rides? And this one's worth $3,000. Hey, isn't it just about time for another one of those Simon and Garfunkel concerts in Central Park? Suppose Paul's guitar slips out of his hands, gashing Art in the knee. Considering its oil is antibacterial, what should Art rub on his wound? Parsley, sage, rosemary, or thyme? The lights are on, but nobody's home. The correct answer is thyme oil is antibacterial. But Art, if Paul tells you it was all an accident, I've got one thing to say. Lie, 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 lie.
8,
Here's a little something I call, we kissed, sparks flew, my hair ignited. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. See if you can wrap your skull around this. After a hot date with your current flame, your skin is charred and white, but you're feeling no pain. Given what degree of burn you have, how far did you make it? You made it to first, you made it to second, you made it to third, or you made it all the way home. So close you got a sunburn, huh? Well, was it a date or a game of beach volleyball? Okay, now here's a good answer. Skin charred and white, but no pain because all the nerve endings are destroyed? Hey, you made it all the way to third. Go, baby. Looks like dating those post-volcano virgins is really working out for you.
9,
The category is the Vatican's funniest home videos. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Heads up, here it comes. Suppose you are gored by a papal bull. What attacked you? The Pope's hat, one of the Pope's holy cattle, a letter from the Pope, or the Pope's car? No, the Pope's hat isn't really dangerous. I mean, it does give him a little neck strain because of the weight, but, you know, Oh, did you get a boo-boo? Maybe Artie will rub some time on it and make it better. The Pope issues periodic announcements on matters of Catholic theology called papal bulls. Yeah, it really sucks getting attacked by those papal bulls. You get really bad papal cuts. Well, I hope you're all rested up because you're about to take on a dis or dat. I like to call this dis or dat disembowelment encores always win the crowd. I'm thinking I'm going to read off 7 different names, and for each one, you're going to tell me if it's a form of Japanese ritualistic suicide or a band. Every time you see one, if it's a form of ritualistic suicide, why not press the square button? If it's a band, try pressing the circle button, and hit the triangle button to skip it. It's easy, $1,000 for each correct answer, but it's $1,000 off your score for each one you miss or don't get to. All right, I'm putting 30 seconds on the clock. Let the magic begin. Husker Du, Suicide or Rock Band. Harry Carey. Sebadoh. Pantera. Jamiroquai. Seppuku. Last one. Shonen Knight. That's the way you do it. Take some of this. All right, you got your cash. I got some more jack. Let's get it on.
11,
This category is his glands are heavyweights too. $3,000 for this one. Let's see how you handle this one. Imagine the only way to beat Mike Tyson is to give him a shot to the Tyson's glands. Where should you be directing your blows? His foreskin, his rectum, his nose, or anywhere he sweats? Well, the first step is admitting you have a problem. Why didn't you pick this one? Tyson's glands are located right around the foreskin. That's why you've never seen Tyson box a moil.
12,
The category's gonna be, I forget, do you win with the bullet or lose? You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Flex those fingers, here it comes. Because it holds the fewest bullets, with which of the following guns would playing a game of Russian roulette be the most stupid? A revolver, a Luger, a Magnum, or a Derringer? A Luger? Okay. What do you say we check out the right answer? A Derringer is a pocket pistol that can only hold 1 or 2 rounds, so your chances of Jackson Pollocking the walls with your brains is anywhere between 50 and, 100%, which makes it just slightly less dangerous than pounding Mike Tyson on the foreskin.
13,
I'm calling this one. He's on the 30, the 20. Ooh, bear trap. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. So, do I have any Chicago Bears fans out there? It's okay to speak up. Anyway, suppose every player on the Bears gets a leg caught in a trap and chews it off to get free. Given how many players are allowed on NFL team rosters, how many legs are in the trap? 22 legs, 33 legs, 42 legs, or 53 legs? I hate to bring you down, but you want to see what the smart money says? The National Football League allows each team to have only 53 players. Of course, since the Chicago Bears have been hibernating for the past 7 years or so, they probably haven't missed those legs very much now, have they?
14,
This one's called Death Has Become So Cliche. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Put your head between your knees, because we're going down. What catchy newspaper headline best describes how 21 people died in Boston on January 15th, 1919? It takes 2 to tango, not 21. They were slower than molasses, quiet as mice, weaker than deadly rats, or a 21-gun salute of death. I love this. On January 15th, 1919, a tank exploded at the Purity Distilling Company, sending more than 2 million gallons of molasses into the street, causing a flood and killing 21. And I shouldn't make light. It was a very sad time at the funeral, until the caterer showed up with pancakes.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. When you see two words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I'll give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember the clue. Not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue.
Where does it hurt? And I'm not talking about emotional pain, all right? See you later. Nicely done, huh? Let's see what you did to your score. That's it. Player one, I couldn't have done a better job myself because I wouldn't have played by myself. I would have found something else to do, you know? Now, but seriously, player one, and this isn't easy for me to say.
You don't know Jack!
If you are not averse to playing with them, please tell me, or I will arrange another game.
You can put on weight and make it stay on.
I gained 50 pounds in 2 weeks.
I feel large and in charge.
Watch out, people. Here I come.
Chubba Bubba All Lard and Gravy Sports Drink is the easiest, most delicious way to put on those pounds.
I enjoy a cold Chubba Bubba in the morning, one in the late morning, one at noon, one at 2 o'clock or so, one at dinner, one at the late evening.
It's that easy.
Chug it down, America.
Chug, 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 chug. Chubba Bubba All Lard and Gravy Sports Drink.
Hi, I'm Patrick L. Bender, Children's Attorney at Law. Do the other kids hate you? Do they pick you last in gym? Do they call you fatty, hamburger patty? Let's be honest, kids can be cruel. But thanks to new legal loopholes, you don't have to take it anymore. Just listen to one of my clients.
Yeah, Jean wouldn't trade her bologna for my tuna, so I sued her good.
I'll help you stand up for your rights with teachers, too.
Mrs. Green was always calling on me in class, and I took her to court, and she was crying, and now she doesn't come to school anymore.
Call me, Patrick L. Bender, at 555-KIDS for a free estimate. That's 555-KIDS. Remember, even though you can't spell litigious, you can still take the law into your own grubby little hands.
GMFC introduces the Giganto, the ultimate sports utility vehicle.
Man, this is one smooth ride. I can drive over potholes, railroad tracks, foreign compact cars, homeless people sleeping on the street, and I don't even feel a thing. Not even remorse.
The new GMFC Giganto makes defensive driving a thing of the past.
I used to be more cautious when I took my kids to soccer practice, but since I drive the GMFC Giganto, I'm not so worried about paying attention when I drive. I can put on my lipstick, call the girls in my book club, catch a nap.
Safety of Giganto drivers is GMFC's #1 concern.
This car is safe for me and my family. I mean, it's one giant mother freaking car.
With the added height of the GMFC Giganto, it's almost impossible to see the car surrounding you. Kind of makes you feel like you're the only one on the road, you know?
Think you can't afford to drive the GMFC Giganto? You can't afford not to. It's one giant mother freaking car.
I remember when Karen had just given birth to Emily. She was our third baby in 4 years, and I knew the responsibility was going to be immense. That's when I decided to visit National American Bank and Trust. I had problems, and they offered solutions. You see, my friend Larry works there as a janitor, and he loaned me $50 so I could buy a one-way bus ticket to Daytona and get a fake driver's license. Suddenly, my responsibilities vanished, and I was able to go back to visiting strip clubs. Thanks, National American.
Yeah.